There's a certain power in moving in silence, a strength that comes from keeping your plans close to your chest, from working diligently without the need for applause or validation. This is a lesson I've learned over time, through countless experiences that have shaped the way I approach life and success. At first, I didn't understand the value of silence. I used to think that making noise, announcing my intentions and seeking recognition were necessary to prove my worth and to validate my efforts. But as I've grown and evolved, I've come to realize that the most powerful moves are often the ones made in silence. In a world that's constantly broadcasting every achievement, every step forward, it can be tempting to join the chorus, to share every success, every goal, every plan with anyone who will listen. Social media and the culture of instant gratification encourage us to put everything on display, to seek likes, comments and shares as proof that we're on the right path. But over time, I began to notice something. The more I talked about my plans, the less energy I had to actually execute them. The more I sought external validation, the more disconnected I became from my own inner drive and purpose. I was spreading myself too thin, focusing on the noise rather than the substance. That's when I began to understand the power of moving in silence. Silence, I realized, is not a sign of weakness or insecurity. It's a sign of confidence, of self-assuredness, of knowing that I don't need the world's approval to pursue my goals. Silence is a form of strength, a way of protecting my energy and directing it toward what truly matters. When I move in silence, I'm not distracted by the opinions or judgments of others. I'm not swayed by the need for recognition or approval. I'm focused, determined, and completely aligned with my purpose. The first step in embracing silence was learning to trust myself. I had to trust that I didn't need to broadcast my intentions to prove their worth. I had to trust that my work, my effort, and my dedication would speak for themselves in time. This wasn't easy at first. I was so used to seeking validation from others, to sharing my plans and dreams in the hope that someone would tell me I was on the right track. But as I started to pull back, to keep my plans to myself, I began to notice a shift. I felt more grounded, more connected to my own vision. I realized that the only validation I truly needed was my own. Moving in silence also taught me the importance of patience. In a world that values speed and instant results, it's easy to fall into the trap of rushing the process, of wanting to see results immediately. But true success takes time. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to work behind the scenes, without the need for immediate recognition. When I move in silence, I'm not concerned with how quickly I can achieve my goals. I'm focused on doing the work, on laying a solid foundation, on ensuring that when I do succeed, it's built to last. There's a certain peace that comes with moving in silence, without the noise, without the constant need to share and seek approval. I'm able to focus on what really matters. I'm able to listen to my own intuition, to trust my instincts, to make decisions based on what feels right for me, rather than what others expect or approve of. This peace has become one of my greatest assets. It allows me to move through the world with confidence, knowing that I'm on the right path, even if no one else sees it yet. Another benefit of moving in silence is that it protects me from unnecessary negativity and doubt. When I keep my plans to myself, I'm not opening the door for others to project their fears or insecurities onto me. I'm not giving anyone the opportunity to question my decisions, to plant seeds of doubt in my mind. By keeping my intentions private, I'm able to maintain a clear focus, free from the noise of other people's opinions. I've learned that not everyone will understand or support my vision, and that's okay. My journey is my own, and I don't need to explain or justify it to anyone. One of the most powerful aspects of moving in silence is the element of surprise. When you don't broadcast your moves, when you keep your plans close to your chest, you're able to make progress without anyone knowing. And then when you finally reveal what you've been working on, the impact is so much greater. People are taken by surprise, caught off guard by your success, because they had no idea what you were capable of. This element of surprise is incredibly powerful. It allows you to make moves in the shadows, to build something incredible without interference or distraction, and then to reveal it when the time is right. Moving in silence also means that I'm not wasting energy on unnecessary chatter or explanations. I'm not spending time defending my decisions or convincing others of my vision. Instead, I'm using that energy to focus on what really matters, taking action, making progress, and moving closer to my goals. I've learned that actions speak louder than words, and by moving in silence, I'm letting my actions do the talking. I'm showing, not telling, what I'm capable of. And in the end, that's far more powerful than any words I could say. Another key aspect of moving in silence is the ability to adapt and change course without anyone knowing. When you broadcast your plans, you're often held to them by the expectations of others. But when you move in silence, you have the freedom to pivot, to adjust your strategy, to make changes as needed, without the pressure of explaining yourself. This flexibility is crucial in the pursuit of success, because it allows you to respond to challenges and opportunities in real time, without being constrained by what you've already shared with others. I've also found that moving in silence allows me to maintain a sense of humility. When I'm not constantly talking about my plans or seeking recognition for my efforts, I'm able to stay grounded and focused on what really matters, doing the work. Success, I've learned, is not about bragging rights or public recognition. It's about achieving what I set out to achieve, for myself and for the people who matter most. By moving in silence, I'm able to stay true to my purpose, to focus on the work itself, rather than on how it's perceived by others. This approach has also helped me build a stronger sense of inner confidence. When I move in silence, I'm not relying on external validation to feel good about my progress. I'm not looking for approval or recognition from others. Instead, I'm building my own confidence, based on my own achievements and my own sense of purpose. This inner confidence is far more valuable than any external validation because it's rooted in who I am, not in how others perceive me. Moving in silence has also taught me the value of consistency. When you're not constantly sharing your progress or seeking recognition, you're able to focus on the long game. You're not distracted by the need for immediate results or the pressure to prove yourself to others. Instead, you're able to stay consistent, to keep showing up day after day, and to make steady progress toward your goals. This consistency is what ultimately leads to success, because it allows you to build momentum over time, without the distractions of noise and external expectations. I've also learned that moving in silence helps me protect my energy. When I'm not constantly sharing my plans or seeking validation, I'm able to conserve my energy for what really matters: taking action. I'm not wasting energy on unnecessary conversations or explanations. Instead, I'm able to channel all of my energy into my work, into making progress, into achieving my goals. This focus and efficiency have become one of my greatest assets, allowing me to accomplish more in less time and with less effort. Moving in silence has also allowed me to cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness. Without the noise of external opinions and expectations, I'm able to tune in to my own intuition, to listen to my own inner voice, and to make decisions that are aligned with my true self. This self-awareness has become a guiding force in my life, helping me to stay true to my values, my vision, and my purpose. It's allowed me to make decisions with confidence, knowing that I'm acting in alignment with who I truly am, rather than being swayed by the opinions or expectations of others. One of the most profound benefits of moving in silence is the sense of empowerment it brings. When I keep my plans to myself, when I move in silence, I'm reclaiming my power. I'm taking control of my own narrative, my own journey, my own success. I'm not letting others dictate my path or influence my decisions. I'm moving forward on my own terms, in my own way, and at my own pace. This sense of empowerment is incredibly liberating. It allows me to live my life with intention, with purpose, and with confidence, knowing that I am in control of my own destiny. As I continue on this journey, I've come to see moving in silence as not just a strategy but a way of life. It's about staying focused on what really matters, about protecting my energy, about building my own confidence and self-awareness. It's about moving forward with purpose and intention, without the need for validation or recognition from others. It's about trusting the process, trusting myself, and trusting that my actions will speak for themselves in time. I've learned that the most powerful moves are often the ones made in silence. They're the moves that are made with focus, with intention, with discipline. They're the moves that are made not for the applause or the recognition, but for the love of the work itself. They're the moves that are made with the understanding that true success doesn't need to be broadcast. It will speak for itself when the time is right. And so, I move forward, quietly, confidently, with my eyes on the prize, and my heart full of purpose. I don't need to announce my plans or seek validation from others. I don't need the noise or the distractions. I'm focused on the work, on the process, on the journey. I'm moving in silence, knowing that when the time is right, my success will speak for itself. And in the meantime, I'll continue to build, to grow, to evolve, quietly, steadily, and with unwavering determination. Because I know that the most powerful moves are the ones made in silence, and that in the end, they are the ones that will lead to true, lasting success.